Hello, beautiful beings of light. My name is Brianna. I'm a psychic medium, an intuitive, and an energy reader. I channel messages from Spirit for the collective. If you're interested, you can book a personal reading with me. My information is in the description box below. Let's see what Spirit wants to illuminate for us today. I'm going to start off with the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot.
Spirit, what messages do you have today for the collective? What messages do you have today for the collective? Holy Spirit, what messages do you have today for the collective watching this video? What messages do you have today for the collective watching this video? What messages do you have today for the collective watching this video? What messages do you have today?
Now I'm going to pull some oracle cards from the Fool's Wisdom Oracle.
Spirit, what does the collective need to know today? What messages do you have for the collective today? What does the collective need to know? What messages do you have for the collective watching this video? What messages do you need to know? What messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you need to know? The collective? What messages do you need to know for the collective?
And last, I'm going to pull some cards from the Angel Guide Oracle.
Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? What messages do you have for the collective today, Spirit? What messages do you have for the collective watching this video? What messages do you have for the collective watching this video? For the collective watching this video? What messages do you have for the collective watching this video?
Okay, wow. So the message today is all about some sort of deep pain that has happened and the healing and growth that is coming from it. So what came out first in the tarot is the Star card. The Star is a major arcana, so that means it is coming from Holy Spirit. And the Star is all about hope and healing after difficulty. And we do this healing by allowing Spirit. The stars are representative of our intuition of Spirit. By aligning with Spirit, we heal from the painful things that have happened to us. And you can see that she is naked because she is vulnerable. She is opening herself up to Spirit to heal her. The next card that came out was the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is all about going from choppy waters to calmer waters. Again, it's this theme of healing after something difficult has happened. Next, we have Seven of Pentacles. This is about reflection upon what we have invested in. Pentacles is of the earth plane. These swords and the Six of Swords is about thoughts and words. So we're healing the thoughts that we have been having that were giving us difficulty. We're choosing new thoughts. Where do these new thoughts come from? They come from Spirit. And when we do that, we are reconsidering and reevaluating what we have invested in the earth plane. Have we invested in the things that were bringing us this pain? Or are we investing in our spiritual knowledge, which allows the healing to come in? Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is another major arcana, meaning that this energy is coming from Spirit, and it's something that is destined for us. So whatever this difficulty was that we have been overcoming, it was meant to happen. It is a part of our soul's path, our soul's journey of evolution. And last, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is an energy of deception, of keeping our thoughts and words to ourselves, of hiding something. I just pulled a clarifier for what Spirit wants to tell us about this energy, and I've got the Queen of Cups. And I pulled another clarifier, the Two of Pentacles. So what Spirit is telling us is that we are learning this investment that we're learning on the earth plane with the Pentacles. We're learning to balance what we invest in on the earth plane. We are deeply loving individuals with a lot of empathy, but that love and that empathy can cause us sometimes to invest in the wrong things, in things that are deceptive, in things that are not for our highest and best. So this is what we are learning to balance right now. We are learning to invest instead in Spirit and in moving on from things that were difficult for us to things that are much more calm and peaceful for us. Why? Because we are allowing Spirit to guide us on our path. That's how we do this healing. So with the wisdom of the Fool oracle, we have the tearful. Your tears heal your soul. So this is very much in alignment with this star card about this healing that is happening right now because of something difficult. Then we have the forceful. All true power comes from spirit. Yes, this is what Spirit's been telling us, that this has been destined for us, that this is where the healing happens, and that Spirit has designed this lesson for us so that we can come into our power. And we have the careful. Take good care of yourself. Yes, this is how we move from choppy waters to calmer waters, is by taking care of ourselves, of choosing correctly, of knowing what to invest in. Now we're learning to invest in spirit. Spirit is what heals us. Spirit is what gives us our power. And the angel guide oracles were cracking me up as they were coming out because it's just reinforcing everything that I just said. And the angels are telling us to do the work and to cut the cords. What are we cutting the cords from? This deception energy. Anyone and anything in our lives that has been hiding from its true, authentic self, that has been hiding our power, making us feel small, whether it be our own beliefs that are keeping us small, or other people or things that we have invested in that made us feel small, that made us feel deceived, that wasn't an authentic situation that honored this Queen of Cups energy that we really are, this very loving energy. So obviously we have learned the hard way. Something has happened to make us feel tearful, and we are learning through that where our true power lies. But what do we have to do to learn that? We have to do the work, and we have to cut the cords with things that are making us feel small and that are not caring for ourselves. We need to cut the cord from things that don't bring us peace and love. We are learning how to properly invest in caring for ourselves. And this is what brings the healing. At the bottom of the deck of the Angel Oracle cards is Ask and Receive. Again, this is where the healing comes in. If we surrender to Spirit and ask for our true, authentic self to be supported and for things in our lives to reflect our highest and best, we will receive that. But how do we receive that? By doing the work and cutting the cords from the things in our lives that make us feel not peaceful. And underneath Ask and Receive is intuition and download. This is how we get our guidance from Spirit, by listening to our intuition and allowing the downloads to come in. When we connect with our higher self, with our spirit self, and let Spirit guide us, this is how we heal. Those were beautiful and very powerful messages today. If you found value in this reading, please do give it a like, share, subscribe, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. Until next time.